Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be putting on some DIY cluster lashes. I have come to love these things and I think you will too, especially if you're a lash tech. I always say you are your own best walking advertisement. So wherever you go, make sure you have lashes on. Now if you don't have the luxury of getting your lashes done, try these DIY cluster lashes. If you can't do your own eyelash extensions, these are it because you can make them last like a week or more. And I'm working with Lash again because they are my favorites and they have some really great cluster lashes. I've been putting them on ever since I've had my baby. It just was a lot easier and faster than sitting there for 2 hours putting extensions on myself. As you guys know, I was doing all the DIY eyelash extensions videos. That's maybe why you're here. And so I'm going to show you guys a few different styles that they do have right now so you guys can get your own and see what they look like on me. Also on my Instagram, you guys can check out the other styles that I've tried. I have tried the Dreamy Lash from them. I've tried also doubling them up where I place them underneath and above. Let me tell you, that was a game changer. And so I'm going to show you guys real quick the styles that they have. Let's start with the Dreamy Lash. Just going to open this. Okay, so here we go. These are the Dreamy. I've been using them, as you can see. Let's try and focus this. They are pretty full and voluminous. They come up to 16 millimeters. I love these. They start at an 8 millimeters. I like the 8 millimeters for my inner corners. You can definitely recreate like a, like a short-ish lash map, but I, for some reason on cluster lashes, just love the 16 millimeters. I would never do that in eyelash extensions, but in cluster lashes, for some reason, because they're so curly, I think, I like when they're so long. When I do eyelash extensions, I usually do like a CC curl or a C curl on myself, sometimes a D curl. I just find that these are super curly, and so a 16 millimeter looks amazing. So that's why I use those, but today I am thinking I want to use some other ones. I haven't even opened these ones. Let me do that real quick. Okay, so these are the Dreamy. Let's flash back to these. Then these ones are the Flash Volume. These look really dense at the base and they taper in a little bit more. So if you need, if your eye line, like your waterline or your upper lid isn't as wide, I feel like these come in super handy because you can just place little bits of lashes in certain places and it's probably not as noticeable. You can do like just the outer corner for like that like lift effect, and this one you get like super voluminous really quickly. So there's 20 D clusters, 30 D clusters, and 40 D clusters, and they even have bottom lashes, guys. How crazy. And then you have a lighter volume style, I would say, maybe more like a hybrid. It would probably show up more like a hybrid, and these are called Insta Volume. So just in comparison, these ones are the thickest with the smallest base. I think I would use a combination of these two because sometimes I run out of space on one eye because it's not as wide as the other side. You guys know, like, eyes are not twins, they are more sisters. And then these again are tapered in and they are a bit of the lighter volume. And then they also have bottom lashes that are a bit thicker than the other ones, and these are in a 5 and 6 millimeters. So how cool that they have such a great variety for anyone who wants to put on some lashes. So if you're a makeup artist, clusters are the way to go because they will last so well. Honestly, I would never do, if I had to do someone's makeup, which I have for weddings, I would never do a strip lash. They do not hold up at all. So I am going to show you guys how I apply these beauties. I've got a 5x magnifying mirror right here. I could just prop it. It's magnetic. I could just prop it right here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do that probably so that you guys can see the full effect. So here's a before. And let's do some lashes. And I always see people, they are using the lash bond, so the glue. They're always using it to swipe over the whole lash, natural lash. Don't do that. Just trust me on this one. You want to apply this to the actual cluster in itself to, like, you want to basically imitate what you would do with a lash strip look. Because if you put this, like, this glue is so good that it clumps your real lashes together, so you don't want to do that. So just trust me on this one. Apply this to the cluster and you will forever be like, it'll be great. So it won't look crusty, it won't get tacky, you won't accidentally glue your tweezers to the cluster. Just all around amazing. Like, this glue is so good. And then on the other side you have a lash sealer, which again, this lash sealer, do not apply to the tops. You want to apply the seal to the bottom, right along the line where the glue is. If you get it to the top, it will make them a little bit crusty and stick together, so you do need to have some good placement. I've seen people put the lash seal onto the tweezer and then going like this and like squeezing it on. I think that is a really great way to do it. So we also have some lash remover. I would recommend you get the lash remover with it because you don't want to be tugging and pulling out your lashes when you're taking these off, okay? So we just still want to be safe, and we still want to have natural, healthy lashes after clusters. And usually false lashes do not damage your eyes and your lashes unless you're really doing something to damage them, which is pulling them off before the glue is actually coming undone. So a lash remover is my recommendation. So I'm gonna pick from the, let's see, I just love the Dreamy Lash, but I've already used those, so I should probably venture out and I should try the Flash Volume. So that is the thicker lash tray that I have right here. And I am going to go for the long ones because why not? And they do have 30 and 40D clusters, but I like a thick lash, okay? Because if I could layer them up, I will. So to avoid that, I'm gonna pull them off from the base. I'm gonna take a regular lash tweezer to get these off. It's a little bit smaller and I can grab them a little bit easier. They hold up really nice, like they don't like spread out and become like off shape. So we're gonna put some glue at the bottom and then we're just going to apply this cluster. I actually should have picked up a smaller cluster, a shorter one, for my outer corner so it doesn't droop down because I have downturned eyes. So it is important that you know what eye shape you have, okay? So I'm going to be placing it about right here in the inner side of my outer third, if that makes any sense. And I'm going to grab a shorter cluster to put right here because, like I said, my eyes are downturned right here this way. And so what happens is it will make my eyes like go like this if I, you know, do something along in the outer corner. That's why a full-on cat eye just doesn't work for me. I definitely need to taper down on the outer. So I'm picking up a 12mm.
Can we have candy canes on it?
12, 16, 14, sorry, 12, 16, 16, 14, 12, 10. That's a lot. So here you can see what it looks like. I would probably suggest actually really lining up the bottom lash line of the cluster. That way they would overlap and it would give a more dramatic look even and not as piecey. So that's what I would do differently. But now let's match the other eye to this side. All right, so both eyes are done. This is what we're looking like, feeling like a whole human again. So if you guys want to check out cluster lashes, I'll leave them all down below for you guys. Thank you to Veyesbeauty for sponsoring this video again. And yeah, head on over there. If you guys have any questions, please ask them in the comments below. Check out my Instagram as well. It's at @bia.lashes. You guys can see a few other looks on there for DIY lashes. And again, don't forget to subscribe, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.